Hello everyone, my name is Nakuk. Welcome back to Saying for Not Correct Rule Week 48, day number 1. Let's begin as always by claiming my name is Pimo James. Colomina, thank you all so much. I do have got some interesting news to talk about. This version being the last, version of this mainline version for Not Krai, or within the Luna versions. That means the next version is going to be moved on to Shezhnaya, and now the $10 million question is, am I going to be adding anyone from Shezhnaya into my crew, the Not Correct crew? Is that going to be happening? And yes, just so short answer, yes, that is going to be happening. There's going to be the two characters, the one that look like a Tinkerbell. I don't know her name on top of my head. I'm probably going to have to add it on essentially as I'm editing it. It's probably going to like a picture on screen right now, essentially what I'm talking about. And also, obviously, the Cryo Archon. Maybe I'll add in someone else. These are the two characters which actually I wouldn't mind essentially having in my account. Everyone else were just I don't know if they were bad, but they were just not clicking with me. That's what I want to say. Not saying they're bad, they didn't click with me. Just need to preface that once again. Not saying they're bad. Not clicking with me. That's all. I'm thinking of essentially the second Shezhnaya update starts. I'm just gonna call it essentially saying for Not Great Crew Shezhnaya a filler arc or something. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure Not Krai is supposed to be kind of not so much of a filler arc, but it's supposed to be it wasn't originally planned. We were supposed to go in from Molten to Shezhnaya, but then there was adding because essentially they weren't quite sure if they were able to tell the stories before Shezhnaya or before the end of this Eternal story chapter. So it's funny how essentially technically just call it the filler arc. I'm calling it the main arc, and then the Shezhnaya is going to be taken as that filler arc for this series. Just kind of a hilarious thing if I do think about it, but hey, what can you do? Alice is still not out, so the series continues until Alice is here. But as per day one so far in this series, putting resin to condemn resin as I always do. And before actually I do go to see Catherine, actually I have some stuff to pick up. One thing which I forgot from last week is kind of embarrassing if I do say it out loud. So last week I did the floor 11 of Spiral Abyss, but the one thing which I forgot to do is collide the rewards. Now also there's also something which I also forgot to do last week. Thankfully what I'm going to be cutting right now is just 250 Pokemon gems, which was even if I did have last week, or when I was doing the last part of the video, that would not have been enough for another 10, but even then I still needed more to to get the C4 and journey, so it's not the ultimate fuck up, but it's still a fuck up regardless, because I was sitting on 250 Primo gems, which I just forgot to claim. Watching the next 10 poll I do is going to be limited 5-star. Watch it the second one of the cases I want you to be Tsaritsa. I do the poll. The first which I'm going to get is going to be Tsaritsa. I say Tsaritsa because I'm not sure whether the Tinkerbell character is going to be showing up before Tsaritsa. I don't really have any fucking gauge essentially which characters drops when.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Money.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. But just in case Tinkerbell actually does shows up before Tsaritsa, watch it the poll I do. The first thing one is going to be a 5-star, and guess what was going to be the limited 5-star character. Watch it at them two pretty much essentially I've just didn't use. You're going to be like, oh, you could have actually, got instant journey if you actually claimed your fucking rewards on time. But anyway, this slight rant about, essentially me being a dumbass, which is nothing new, out of the way. Essentially on day 1, moving on to day 2, right about now. Hello everyone, welcome back to Saying for Not Quite Cool, week 48, day number 2. Let's start this day as always back in my Pokemon Gems. Thank you, Colomina, oh so much. You might be wondering why I'm spawning next to the Spiral Abyss. Well, the truth is the fact that I was able to once again clear the Spiral Abyss 36 stars. That's going to be its own separate video. I just want to mention that essentially that by the time I'm recording this day after I, edited down a positive. When I say positive, I mean put it on a private because I do release it. The chances are this video are probably going to be coming out before that video, so there's making timeline continuity errors. But I just want to first preface this that yes, I was able to do it. Here's the proof of me actually claiming the rewards. The proof of me actually doing it is going to be a video at some point, hopefully this week. If I don't fuck up my schedule. If not, at most, it's going to be back next week. So, also shout out to my girl Varisa. Thank you for helping out, the clearance of the Spiral Abyss. let's move on and let's not pod res into good demos. I'm still going to be doing it, but that's not enough for dailies, unfortunately. Alright, it's time to get my hands dirty doing some daily commissions. Alright, Catherine.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Money.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. And that's going to be the end of day number 2. We're going to stay free right about now. And I might do something, I don't know. Hello everyone, my name is Zach. Welcome back to day number 3 of saying for not very cool. Week 48. I always get confused with them. And I'll start the day by climbing our 90 Primo gems. I think it can be not oh so much. Today, or technically yesterday, we had new wish banners, so that means new test ones to do. I mean, I guess whole of one test one to do. If I do go ahead and do that, I'm gonna put some resin to condemn resin. So then right after that, I can go to doing some dailies. So first of all, I'm gonna be climbing this. And I'm gonna be doing the Raiden trail, and then, as I said, moving to daily. So enjoy the short show. And that's all that I can finally come over here to Catherine and claim rewards for my dailies.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Primos, please, perhaps? Maybe? Just maybe?
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. And that's going to be the end of day number 3, moving to day 4 right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Zach. Welcome back to saying for okay cool week 48, day number 4. Let's begin. As always, here are NSC Primo Gems. Columbina, thank you so much. Before I continue today, I need to claim something which I forgot to do yesterday, just like I did fucking last week. I did Raiden's trial yesterday. Yes, I forgot to claim the rewards for doing the trial. Only I can do such a thing. Also yesterday, I think I had like a couple of achievements, or just one achievement. Achievement from... Oh yeah, from essentially doing a Spiral Abyss. And I forgot to claim that for like the entirety of like a few days. Very smart me, very fucking smart me. That this thing is entirely ready to go, essentially where there's no breaks or anything. I can just go in and just do the thing all in one go. I'll probably do it tomorrow or something, as I kind of right now kind of really do anything. Or maybe even later today, I don't know. I'll see how I'm on time. But anyway, right into good demos as I always do. I can climb the dailies this way.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Money.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. And that's going to be the end of day number 4, moving on to day 5 right about now. Using number 1000 why Xbox is superior to PlayStation, and I'm honestly considering moving my ass to fucking Xbox. Because PlayStation cannot keep the fucking servers up and running. I've been waiting, by the way, for like 3 fucking hours to recording this, and this shit's still not up. This shit is still fucking not working. Let's hope this is all just gonna be a part 1 of, day 5. Otherwise, I'm actually gonna be fucking furious. Holy shit, I'm actually in the game. I need to quickly pause Resident Evil demos and before a PlayStation says have another fuck up. I then quickly come over here and play my dailies.
Welcome to the
So I'm gonna have to skip this because Lord knows whenever the PlayStation 7 is gonna fuck up again.
Thank you for complete.
So yeah, so just give me the for a day. Thank you.
Certainly went out of your way for this, didn't you?
Anyway, that was day 5. Moving on to day 6 right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Zach. Welcome back to So Inferno, okay, cool. Week 48, day number 6. And what am I going to be doing today? Well, since I, 10 million IQ player, forgot to do this until the very last minute or the very last day, I'm going to be doing all of it right now. Not sure if I'm going to put in gameplay of me doing it. It depends on how long the footage is going to be, but I'll definitely be claiming the rewards. And yeah, it cuts me either me doing the stuff or either me claiming the rewards. So all of that can come over to challenge rather than claim everything, which I'm pretty sure that should count for the release. At least it counts with the other events. So there's no reason that it shouldn't count with this. Also, I'm just getting like a bunch of like goodies like these. On the satisfying stuff, some Mora, and some XP books, which that helps my GG to get to final from level 90. Which, by the way, if you guys were wondering how I decided to build my GG, I decided to give it this set because I think I had like a few spare pieces. And I decided to level this up to max because I'm pretty sure that's what she needs a healing bonus. Although, not to say I'm a bit unhappy with this set, but whenever I do use GGs, usually, you know, get in, use a skill, and if necessary, heal, and then I just want to see if I can make a bit more heals. So Chongqing once again is holding on to the artifacts which I'm slowly building, and hopefully I'm going to be using it on Chi-Chi. Like, yes, she's supposed to be there mainly for heals, but at the same time, you know, if I get a bit more of a crit face, so she can sort of pack a bit of a punch. I say in theory pack a bit of a punch, but at the same time, I am using this two-piece offset. And if I really wanted to actually like really grind the full set, which it shouldn't be this hard, as I'm mainly looking for attack and then regen. Actually, I don't know. Maybe actually I'll go there and grind the set right now. I actually don't know. But enough, you know, talking about the best character in the game. It's time to, you know, to claim my dailies.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady. Is there something I can help you with?
Premiums, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome.
The world will take away. To live is to gain and to lose. To pick up what the world can't seize. To hold onto it amid loss and farewells. And to keep walking forward. If a person desires merely to live, is that too insignificant a wish? just like someone saving the world solely to save themselves. Is such a reason too simple? To live, to feel, to witness. And then one day, perhaps those things the world cannot take away will grow numerous enough to shake it to its core.
You done? Once again, surprisingly deep. I also almost forgot to claim this. So let's see what I have, and what do you guys think is the value of this one? Well, let me know. But that's going to be it for day number 6. Moving on to the next day, right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Zaku. Welcome back to Saying for Like a Cool Week 48, day after 6, and it's the final day of, 444 for today's video.
Well, no fucking shit.
Until, the next one, next week, if it, wasn't obvious. Anyway, as per I like doing this video on this series, Resin to Condemn Resin, just gonna put 2 of it because I don't want to use it for something. I think I do have a reason to use resin that is not in Condemn Resin. I just haven't really figured out what I wanted to use it with.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady. Is there something I can help you with?
You could pay me my primos now if you don't mind.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. And that's what I forgot to do on Friday, for obvious reasons, because, this was kind of shite. On Friday I was supposed to talk about how essentially I finished the Visionary model, the Act 9 and 10. Which that was also, essentially I got myself primos from, first clear from that, and then I was also, the monthly reset primo gems. I was supposed to talk about that on Friday, but then I really couldn't because, the main focus of that day was, me trying to get on. And after that, I just forgot to mention, but yeah, I also did that, and also claimed the rewards within a separate video, which is going to be coming out at some point. Don't know exactly when. I kind of other videos I have to plan since you want to get them out, and there's a shitload of them. So.
And there's one more gift. Here, for you. I've heard it said that the skies belong to the birds, and the land to the beasts, while the vast space between the two is reserved for adventurers wearing wing gliders. With this by your side, may your path forward ever be lit as with moonlight. And thank you for your companionship.
And I don't think I have to claim anything else this week. I don't think. If I do, then I'm gonna make a joke myself for being a dumbass, but as far as I know, don't have to claim anything. So it's time to move on to calculate how many wishes and pulls I made this week. And last week I checked, I was on ancient pulls from, both wishes and, primo gems themselves. I was on 14 from primo gems themselves, this time on 29, so that means I made 15 wishes from primo gems themselves. And on pulls, did anything change? No. So that means I made 15 wishes this week, which is a shitload, considering the fact that, my Winkle Moon ran out. But that's going to be it for today's video. I'm going to stick it out for next time, and I'm going to be saving for Not Kai Crew. And, Shezhnaya filler arc.